Hi everyone! We get asked a lot about museums in Nice. And trust us, there's some great stuff out there. Way more than just a rainy day backup plan. From world-class art and local history to jaw-dropping photography and even an illusion museum that just opened, Nice truly has something for everyone. So let's dive right in. Here's our top 10 must-see museums. Oh, and stick around for our map at the end of the video, marking all the spots we've visited. The Matisse Museum is one of Nice's most iconic museums, and it's easy to see why. You'll not only get immersed in Matisse's masterpieces, but also get to explore the charming Cimier neighborhood. So before or after you step inside, don't miss the park surrounding the red 17th century villa, the ancient Roman amphitheater Arène de Cimier, or the Cimier Monastery with its pretty garden and some of the best views of Nice. But now, back to Matisse. Head to the contemporary underground extension to enter the museum. Inside you'll find 4 floors and 1,200 square meters showcasing a colorful journey through Matisse's artistic legacy. Although born in northern France, Matisse spent the last 30 years of his life mostly here in Nice. One of the 20th century's most influential artists, alongside Picasso, Matisse is celebrated for his bold use of color, masterful drawings, and cut paper collages. The easiest way to reach the Matisse Museum? Hop on bus number 5. Find the Masséna stop just around the corner from Place Masséna, the checkered heart of Nice, and ride it to Arène Musée Matisse. Trust us, it's too far to walk. Another must-visit, the Chagall Museum. Inaugurated 50 years ago by Marc Chagall himself, the Russian-born expressionist designed the museum to reflect his vision. Now a French national museum, it showcases his iconic works, like those in the Song of the Songs room, a stained glass window, and a massive mosaic. The auditorium, a space Chagall insisted on to blend different art forms under one roof. There's also a charming garden cafe, and like all the museums we're visiting today, it has a shop packed with souvenirs. Did you know Marc Chagall lived for nearly 20 years in the stunning village of Saint-Paul-de-Vence, just half an hour from Nice? It's also where he's laid to rest. Next up is the Asian Arts Museum, an architectural gem that's just as captivating as the beautiful art from across Asia it houses. Designed by a renowned Japanese architect and opened in 1997, the Asian Arts Museum is so striking you might find yourself snapping more photos of the building, set on a small lake, than the art itself. No, but honestly, the architecture is breathtaking and perfectly complements the pieces on display. In the basement, you'll find rotating exhibits, like the Fullness of Emptiness bamboo art in Japan, which we caught during our visit. And actually, it's the only section with English translations. The ground floor features art from 4 regions: Japan, China, India, and Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia is represented by pieces like this 19th century Indonesian zoomorphic sarcophagus. On the upper level, it's all about Buddhism. Several statues of the Indian prince born around 560 BC. What we really loved about this museum, apart from the architecture, is that it doesn't overwhelm you with too many works. Instead, it allows you to take your time and really immerse yourself in what's on display. The Asian Arts Museum is located right across from the airport, making it super easy to reach by tram lines 2 and 3. And the best part? Admission is free. The next museum we'd like you to discover is right next to Nice's famous Negresco Hotel, along the Promenade des Anglais, the Musée Masséna. Even if history isn't usually your thing, you've got to see this stunning Belle Epoque villa surrounded by beautiful gardens. Inside there are some fascinating pieces. Napoleon's death mask, the dazzling mother-of-pearl tiara that belonged to his wife Josephine, plus furniture and paintings by renowned artists. The villa itself, built between 1898 and 1901, is an absolute masterpiece. With its neoclassical style and Italian flair, it was once the winter residence of politician Victor Masséna. It's a fun journey through time, even if most of the written information is in French only. Just let ancient views of Nice transport you back in time. And can you believe that 200 years ago, vineyards were growing along what's now the promenade? The top floor of this museum is filled with giant photos showing what Nice looks like today. Anja tried to spot her old house right away. It's definitely worth checking out, even if you don't know Nice's layout very well. Our number 5 is the newest addition to Nice's museum scene. Illusion Nice, just steps from Place Masséna in the heart of the city, is all about optical illusions. And it's not your typical museum, it's a super interactive experience. So make sure to bring your camera or phone, because you'll leave with some amazing shots for your Insta page. Oh, and you'll definitely need a buddy to explore this place. There are displays with fascinating illusions and puzzles to solve. But honestly, our favorite part was the stations where you had to jump in and get active. No, Anja's not really scolding me. She'd never do that. And how fun is this? Suddenly she's presenting the news. We also loved the 2 living room setups where you could climb the walls or even hang out on the ceiling. Well, I guess you can tell we had a blast in this museum. Peace! I'll take you to the photography museum now. That is really small but features the greatest photographers. And it's tiny, so it's going to be a quick thing. And it's just €5. Anja and I both love its simple, understated architecture. But what we admire even more is the impressive variety of exhibitions they pull off every year. When the museum opened at this location in 2016, they kicked things off with an incredible Helmut Newton exhibition. What a way to make a debut! On our most recent visit, we saw the works of the late Henri Daumont, whose iconic photo from JFK's funeral was famously reproduced by Andy Warhol in one of his pieces.
If you like to know how wealthy people lived back in the 17th century, go visit the Palais Lascaris.
Oh, and by the way, Palais Lascaris is pronounced with an S, a little detail we only found out later. This is the most significant Baroque civilian monument in Nice's old town, originally built for a local noble family. Don't miss the grand staircase, it's seriously impressive, and the equally stunning salons on the second floor. They also showcase a fascinating collection of musical instruments. We would have loved to show you this one, Nice's renowned Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art. But it's currently closed for renovations, likely until 2028. So keep it on your radar, we can't wait to check it out again once it reopens. France's National Sports Museum made its way to Nice about a decade ago. If you're into all things athletics and the Olympics, it's definitely worth a visit. Packed with authentic exhibits, it's located right inside Nice's football stadium, which you can tour as well. For history enthusiasts, the south of France offers plenty of prehistoric evidence dating back hundreds of thousands of years, which brings us to our final suggestions for today. Next to the port in Nice, you'll find the Terra Amata Museum, tucked beneath an apartment building. It showcases relics of Homo erectus, who lived on this very spot around 400,000 years ago. And not too far from the port is the Grotte du Lazaret, a cave where archaeologists uncovered remains of 28 prehistoric humans, dating back between 190 and 120,000 years. These discoveries have been key to understanding the emergence of Neanderthals in Europe. Interestingly, while the cave now sits just above sea level, back in those times it was around 100 meters higher, and thousands of years before that it was partially submerged. So which of these museums caught your eye? Here's a map showing where they're located in Nice. Just a heads up, most museums are closed on either Monday or Tuesday, so double check their hours before you go. Oh, and if you're planning to visit more than one, there's a special pass available. Check the description below for all the details. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and maybe drop us a comment. And just a little reminder, we've got plenty more top 10 videos from the French Riviera waiting for you.